I was recently asked not too long ago about how you stay positive all the time, and I didn't get a chance to answer that question. I wanted to answer it now, and it's definitely fitting. Definitely fitting to answer it now. I'm just right now. I'm at a hotel. I got a nice view. Oh, it's sweet. I'm at the Omni. I'm not going to say where, but I'm loving life. I had a great day yesterday, but we got some bad news, and unfortunately, we can dwell on that, and we can stay on that bad news, and I don't know, just kind of dwell on it. But all I'm here to say is there's two things that make you happy. One thing is you decide to be happy. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You have to make that decision every day that you get up. You can decide to be happy. You really can. No matter what comes into your life or what happens in your life, you can still decide to be happy. That's very difficult to do, and you have to work at it every single day. And I'm still working at it every day. But I think I'm at the high end of continuing to be happy each and every day. So that's a very simple, basic way of saying it. But the other thing that you have to do is just take one day at a time. One day at a time. Just plan out your day. Find out what's going to happen that day. Find out who you can maybe get back in touch with that made you happy at one point. Who you should be back in touch with that can make you happy. Just talk to the people that love you on a regular basis. Try and reach out to them. Even if it's hard to talk, it doesn't matter. Just call them on the phone. You're silent, it doesn't matter. Sometimes just being there is enough. Being an ear for somebody, I absolutely love to do that. And I do it on a regular basis. For those that don't know you, if you ever need to talk, I'm always here. If you are a Facebook friend of mine, Carol, what's going on? If you are a Facebook friend of mine, then hopefully we have connected either a sentence or two or a few things about each other, because I really value the friendships that I have in here. That's why I don't have 5,000 friends. I have around 1,000 friends, and I'm still trying to get to know 200 of them. So I think it's just important to be able to utilize the things that you have at your disposal. You always have friends and family around. And if they're not around, you can always call them. You can always Skype them. You can always Facebook Live or Facebook Messenger them. If you don't have a nice iPhone, you don't need to FaceTime anyone. You can Facebook them for free. Just get the Messenger app. I mean, it's super simple. I absolutely love doing this kind of stuff and connecting with people. So and just take them one day at a time. Find out what you're going to do that day. What's one thing that you can do that makes you happy. Maybe that's going to a line eye game. Who knows? You know what I mean? I gotta open my mouth pretty wide in order and to stay there to say go Illini. So that's kind of funny. But maybe it's absolutely maybe it's getting a book that you've been wanting to read for a long time. I swear I think we spend a lot of money on things that don't make us happy. And some of the things that can make you happy are the smallest things. When I was on vacation, recently in the summertime, one of the things that made me happy and just calm and peaceful is just an adult coloring book. And just taking your time and see, I'm not very creative, so it's really useful for me to kind of try and spark that creativity side by doing maybe a coloring book or something like that. But it's really simple to just try and find the things that make you happy or the people that make you happy, and try and be around them more, try and talk to them more, write them a letter. I've definitely written thank you notes to people before, just hey, how you doing notes. Doing things that are not in the normal, or posting on Facebook. It really can be not just to let people know what's out there, but just a way to kind of vent, or a way to kind of let go. Post your opinions on there from time to time. They're your opinions, whether they're right or wrong doesn't mean any difference. but just posting your opinion on there will actually spark some interest and engagement from other people. Maybe other people that you haven't talked to in a long time. So I think relationships are really good, a really good thing to continue to make you happy. Other things that you can do is get some exercise. Definitely get some exercise. I know you watched my video not too long ago, I think on Wednesday, about how I'm not getting enough exercise, and I've changed that. Yesterday was plenty of exercise for Sarah and I. Oh my God, at the Whitewater Rafting Center. But every day try and get 10, 15 minutes of exercise in. Whether that's doing push-ups on the floor, pull-ups in the house, whether it's doing crunches, abs, squats, it doesn't matter. Whether it's just walking around the block with your spouse. It's just, as long as you get the exercise in, they say that it makes you healthy. There's research out there that makes you last longer. Like, who wouldn't want to live longer just from doing 15 minutes of exercise a day? You know what I mean? So if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, tell me where you're watching from. Love to know where my followers are. Hey Tammy, what's going on? I hope you had a wonderful birthday. But this is just one of my friends, Tammy, and she jumped on, and we connected here on Facebook. So it's really fun to connect with people. But try and find the things that make you happy. Maybe write out your day, what you're gonna do. Get together with people that make you happy on a regular basis. Go on date nights with your spouse, with your significant other. Switch things up in life. I think that's very important. I was saying earlier that people spend their money on like silly things, but sometimes you have to spend your money on something that makes you happy. I think we value money a lot more than we should. You work so hard for that money. Sometimes it's all right to go out and celebrate with it. Maybe it's a lot of money that you just got, and you can go on a first class flight. Maybe it's a helicopter tour. One thing that I did when I was on a trip to New Zealand was I had very little money to spend, but I knew no matter what, I was going to spend most of that money on skydiving, and that was the experience of a lifetime. It was top 5 in my experience book, and that was awesome.